Hey, welcome to Grandpa Sees the Blinking. Please don't take anything Grandpa says as financial advice. Grandpa is not a financial planner, and if you would, please like, share, and subscribe. Oh boy, Tesla, what a fun stock to trade every day. We had a high in Tesla today, I would say quite unexpectedly, of 257.19 and a low of 249.05, and we closed at a respectable 254.27, and it's currently up some right around 254.70 after hours. So what's going on with Tesla here? Well, China's sales are much better than anticipated due to some incentives over in China and lower interest rates, and uh, Tesla is using the lower interest rates to incentivize buyers, and it's working. That's the way it seems. Now, this morning we should have had a fair opening price of 247.30. 247.30, and we had a low today of 249.05, so we didn't get nowhere near it. And Grandpa's planning on giving up doing the opening price, and there's a couple of reasons, but I believe the opening price will only get us in trouble because it may be the fair price, and that's what I calculate as the fair opening price, doesn't mean that it will be the price. And getting it right or wrong 2 out of 10 times isn't good enough to trade on. When you have a stock that can gap up $10 against what should be a fair price, you got a problem. And you can be right 8 times and wrong once, and that's what happens. And you know, but like even Grandma or myself going in and trading based on Grandpa's opening price, albeit it was fun to do. It was a lot of work to calculate, I can tell you that. But it's really irrelevant to how Grandpa really makes his money trading. How I do it with my candles, and it works. So why reinvent the wheel? I've said many times I really don't care what the price is. I honestly don't care what the range is. I like to know because it gives me an indication of where it may turn possibly. But this thing blows through barriers like it's not even there when it feels like it. Um, it'll tend to follow the Nasdaq and the S&P for a while, and then it just day after day just blows it away, one way or the other, and it almost seems like the Nasdaq and S&P follow Tesla. They probably should try to follow Tesla. So I'm gonna do some talking about what's more important, what Grandpa feels is by far more important than the opening price and or the range that you trade in. Um, Albeit the range from top to bottom and uh, buying and selling at the top of the range or the bottom of the range is important. But what's more important is the dominant trend. Because if you're trading against that dominant trend, you're going to have trouble. You're going to have trouble. And Grandpa just loves trouble. I love trouble. I keep rule number one: do not hold stocks overnight. We don't need to make money. The ideal is to make money. consistently day after day, right? If you hold stocks overnight, it's up in the air. You don't know what this thing will do. Grandpa don't know. Nobody knows. There could be a catastrophe and it drops $20 overnight. I have seen it. It can go up $20 overnight. I've seen that. I've been on the right side of it before, and I've been on the wrong side of it before. And but more often than not, by far, holding the stock overnight has been on negative. There's been times when it's gapped up $15, $20, and I've made a killing on it, okay, to the good. But more often than not, I get massacred. It takes away weeks of my daily trading in the morning where I actually make money to make up for one dumb overnight experience. Stay home at night. Don't go out. Okay, so enough preaching, and we're going to go through, I'm going to go through the daily, the weekly, the monthly, but predominantly this daily here. And we're going to talk a little bit about the dominant trend. Let's see, what do I got here? The dominant trend near term is up. The dominant trend near term is up. Don't go against the trend. Currently, the dominant trend has been up for 18 days in a row. Unexpected, which is very unexpected because September is the worst month for Tesla and the indexes by far. And November is the second worst. I expected a downturn because every time I turned my TV on a tech channel, they were talking about how September is traditionally the worst month of the year for Tesla stock. And plus our economy's in the toilet. There's all kinds of reasons. But the truth is, the dominant trend is up, and it's been up for 18 days. And I'll show you that. The first sign that the dominant trend is changing will be in the 4-hour chart. Okay, and we're going to look at that too. Followed by the daily. Once the daily chart candle is lost, the trend has reversed. For how long is only speculation. We don't know. But until we see different, that will be the trend. Okay. Today, well, this is on a little bit different subject. I'm going to stick with the dominant trend here. So let's go back in time. Let's go through our candles here, and we'll do a little education on candle reading while we're at it, because it's big, it's clear, and whether it's the 1 minute chart, the 5 minute, the hourly, or the daily, candle reading is exactly the same in any chart. It just happens a lot quicker in a 1 minute. Excuse me. Okay, so here we were under a buy signal going up to beat the band. And we get these two red candles here. And what do these two red candles represent? Well, I'll tell you what they represent. They represent a fake out bear flag. 2 days worth. 1, 2, bear flag. There is no sell signal here. So the dominant trend at this point in time down here, and in a daily, that's a huge move. Almost 133 to 255, so over $20 candle there, guys, gals. But truthfully, this is a bear flag in the it does not negate the trend. So here comes this little bus along here, and it confirms that yes, the dominant trend is still up. Okay, but then we get the smaller green one that's engulfed into this one, followed by the red one. Once we get that, then we know. Now we know, okay, the dominant trend is now down, okay? The dominant trend is down. And sure enough, we get an indecision candle kind of daily bopper, but it's red. We get a nice red candle. We're on our way. We're singing Dixie. And then we get this garbage. And then we get that garbage. This is what's called a bull flag. It is not a reversal signal. The trend is still down. So if you just have a little patience and can hold out here, the bus is going to go down. And sure enough, that's exactly what it does. This daily candle from top to bottom is, let me get it on it right, 249 to 214. How much is that? So 49 from 14. 39, 27. I don't even know. Let's see. 49, 39 minus 4. Grandpa's not too good. No, it's $35 candle in one day. Okay, so this is what happens. And these candles only trade. They only form from 9:30 a.m. until 4 p.m. I believe that's 6.5 hours a day. This has nothing to do with overnight or anything like that. It's only during the regular trading that the daily, the weekly, and the monthly form. They don't form after hours when the Chinese are playing and everybody else is playing. These are our candles for our day, okay? But they work. Okay, so now what happens? Well, we're still going down, okay? And we have no buy signal here. There is no buy signal. This is a bull flag. These 3 days, 1, 2, 3, are a bull flag. There is absolutely, this one don't engulf into that one. This one don't engulf into nothing. We have no reversal signal. We're still in a downtrend. We reverse back up a fair chunk here. We reverse back up 235 to 215. We reverse back up about $19 just on a bull flag in the daily chart because it's a bigger time frame. And here comes our red candle, okay? And down we go with the regular trend, okay? And we went down to 181.72 from 235 area. You know, that's like a lot. $50, whatever. Okay, so now we're down here, okay? This candle here is going to be the first sign that they're in the daily, that there could be trouble on the horizon, because it's the first candle that fits into the next one, plus the next one fits into the next one, plus the next one fits into this one, and so on. So we know that when we get a legitimate green candle at this point in time, because these fit into that one, the red ones, okay, we know that when we get our first green candle of the day, and on a daily candle, it's 6.5 hours. So at about 4.5 hours into the day, you're going to know that this candle is green and you can buy going long. Okay, so that gives you your signal right there. Maybe Grandpa should just trade the daily chart and forget it. It'd be a lot easier than trading that 5-minute one, I can tell you that. Except for the $10, $20 moves against you are hard to hang on to in a margin account. That'd be the only reason not to. Okay, so here we go. And now the trend has changed in this candle. Now the dominant trend is up. And what happens? Well, right out of the chute, we just tie the price of the next day, and everybody's, oh, we tied it, she might come down, whatever. But the dominant trend is now up. And so what does it do? It goes up. Okay. And we get up here. When you get up where you're making $30-$40, take your profits. That's Grandpa's opinion. 197 to 228, $31 straight up. That's a nice run. Now here we got the big green candle. The next one this is your sign. There's a possible reversal coming in the daily or in any time frame with the Heikin ASHI candles. And this one fits into that one. So we know today, on this day right here, we know that if the next candle is a legitimate red candle, that we're going to be the dominant trend is going to switch and we're going to head down. And sure enough, that's exactly what it does. The reverse is true down here. We got the big, nice red candle. We get this red candle. It engulfs into that one, followed by a green candle. We know at the 4.5 hour mark into this candle, because this candle only forms for 6.5 hours. So at 4.5 hours, 99 9/10 of the time, or 5 hours if you want to go a little longer, you're going to know that this is a green candle. And on this sick looking thing, you would have probably wanted to wait 5 hours. But regardless, you know you're going to have a buy signal. Okay? So the dominant trend is then turned and gone up at that point in time. And I will tell you that it went up for 18 days. We had one bear flag during that 18-day period. This is not a sell signal. And the reason that it isn't is because it would have been a sell signal had this been a real candle. But this is such a weak indecision candle that you cannot give it a sell. And so you know, based on this, you might be a little more cautious, okay? And Grandpa struggles with this every day with the indecision candle because it's so close to being red. It's just, if it was a little bit bigger candle, this would have been a sell signal. If this green would have been a little bit bigger, maybe twice as big as what it was in the body of it, I'm talking. The candle itself was huge, but it's all wick, and it's wick on both sides. It's a complete indecision candle. So this, Grandpa knows this is only a bear flag, and it hurts to retrace a little bit, but it don't matter. The dominant trend is up. Now, how high will she go? We might spike up to 271 with a wick, but if the body of that candle fits into this one and is green, which it would be, and the following candle is red, okay, there's your sign that we have a trend reversal. And then the dominant trend will be down again. But until we see that, until you see that, the dominant trend is up. And if you're trading against the trend, you're not going to make very good money. Even if you trade in the beginning of the day with Grandpa on the 5-minute chart, you're by far better off to wait and just do your don't go against the grain. If we have sell signals in that 5-minute, we had a terrific run today. Quickly, I'll show you that 5-minute what went on today. I'll back it up to the beginning of the day, and I'll show you the trades. Here's our high today of 257.19. So we came into the day with a sell signal from back here. And we had a sell signal in, I believe, the 1, the 5, and the 15 at one point. So we came into this day with a sell signal, and we're up here at the 254, and we dropped down to 251.25. Okay, so or 254. What did we drop down to? 251.24. Okay, that's what we dropped down to. So we dropped down $3, but it happened quick. This happened in a 5-minute period from top to bottom. You got a $4 candle, But so we had that part right, but we immediately switched to what? A buy signal. Okay. And so today was a rough day for trading the 5-minute, and I don't think nobody got it right. Trading wise, including Grandpa, because Grandpa was stuck in a short position that he was so silly he kept overnight for way too long, because Grandpa has a streak of stubbornness that just can't be beat, and I know better. So anyway, we come into the day, we went short, and within minutes we had a buy signal. This one engulfs into that one, so does that one, followed by the green candle. On this candle, once you know that 4 minutes into this candle, it's going to be green. It's a buy signal, and everybody's screaming buy, buy, buy. We had a buy in the 1, the 5, and I can't remember what the 15 was at that point in time, but I don't even remember. But anyway, so in the 5-minute here, we had a buy signal, okay? And then what happened in the 5-minute chart here, okay? Well, it took Grandpa a few seconds to figure this one out. Where's our sell signal? Okay, well, our sell signal goes back over to here. This one engulfs into that one. This one engulfs into that one. And here is the high of the day was on a bull flag. This candle would be considered a bull flag. And we don't even know that yet. We don't know. But when we see that this candle here is red, and I called it out, you can listen to it, when we know at the 4-minute mark, and it was hard to watch, when we know at the 4-minute mark in the 5-minute candle that this one was going to be red, we knew we had a sell signal, and we at that point in time we had a sell in the 1 minute, the 2 minute, and Lord knows what else. But so here now we know, okay. But we had to disregard this candle as a bull flag because it was a bull flag. And here's your pertinent signals, followed by the red candle, and down we go. And here's your $7 run, the biggest run of the day with the biggest fake out. We are playing against a supercomputer, and I'm telling you what, it is hard to read these candles. It is phenomenally hard to read them. Down here, on the bottom, now at the bottom down here, I'm done for the day. I'm out. I'm tired of playing now. Here we absolutely do not have even a buy signal. There is none in the 5 minute. I might have a buy signal at this point in time in the daily, or I mean in the 1 minute or the 2 minute, but I do. In Grandpa's mind, this is nothing more than a bull flag. It's going to go up and it's going to come back down, and it did to some degree, but we didn't even get a buy signal. Nothing. You don't always get what you want. You always don't get what you want. That's it's not a perfect world. We don't live in a perfect world. We just got to do the best we can do. So, okay. Yeah, it's a rough game, but you can make money. First 30 minutes to 1 hour of the trading day, very often the trade will come pre-market, so you need to know how to do good till canceled extended so you can get in the first trade. Just be a little relaxed, watch, and you may be lucky to break even on your first trade. But you have to get in and out of it so that you can get the run where you can make your $3, $4, $5, $7, $12 run. Okay? And once we get in it, then we just hang on for dear life and take our run. That's the way it is. We're still under a golden cross, by the way, and Grandpa likes to talk about golden crosses only in the 5 minute chart now. Only in the 5 minute chart. And what did we get? A golden cross of $17 and let's see, $17.17 so far, and it's still in effect. Will be in effect tomorrow morning? I don't know. I'll probably figure out the opening price later and see, but they don't need to go by our opening price. What's fair don't matter to this computer. They don't need to. But what is really important is the dominant trend. Okay, if you're trading against the dominant trend, these are weekly candles. The dominant trend here in the weekly is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks. 6 weeks we've been in a dominant trend of up, 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 up. Why would we go short? Just because they throw in an indecision red candle on us here and there. You see what I'm saying? And so let's look at the monthly, and then Grandpa will quit preaching for today. So here we have the monthly. 1, 2, 3, 4 months. This candle is engulfed into that candle. Each of these candles represents one whole month of trading, one whole month of trading, followed by the green one. Here's your sign that the trend has changed and is going up. And it has for 4 months. And this is the last thing that Grandpa monitors that will tell us when it's going to change. The first little sign we're going to see is the 4 hour, and just because you get a sell in the 4 hour doesn't mean that it's going to be immediately trend reversal. It's just an indication that it may be coming. Okay, for the daily. The daily is where you're going to, let's go to the 4 hour for example. Here we had a reversal of 3 4-hour candles, 12 hours worth, where she reversed down and then she switched and went right back up. You know, the 4 hour might be a better system to trade than. The problem with it is you end up having to hold your shares overnight, and this thing can just kill you overnight, $10, $20 on a whim, and so I don't recommend it. I like just going in and taking my 300 to 500 every morning. It gets a little monotonous, and boring to Grandpa, but at least it's better than losing money. So, so here, this was 1, 2, 3 days back. We got some red candles. So let's look at the daily 3 days ago. See what it shows us. Shows us a little bit smaller candle 3 days ago. That's all. It's not hardly a dent in humanity, and we had a 12-hour red spell, and she reversed and she went straight up again. Where's the top? Nobody knows. 271 is sounds like Hezbollah wants Iran to attack Israel. I don't think Iran wants that kind of trouble. Okay, so 271 was our previous high before in near term that we had, and so that 265 to 269, 271 area is going to be a place of possible reversal, but it don't mean it's got to reverse there. It might go straight to 280 or 284. I know for a fact there's huge substance up at 280. Far more resistance than there is at 271. But that's from back in the days of the blinking. But regardless, she's fun. It's fun. Is it easy to beat this supercomputer? No. Can you do it? Absolutely. Absolutely you can do it. But you can't give it an edge. You can't push the wrong buttons. You can't do dumb stuff and keep it overnight like Grandpa. Grandpa pushed the wrong buttons the other day. It cost me dearly, about $1,700. You need to know your device. It's not an emergency. She comes fast out of the chute, and you got to trust it. Today you had to make 3 trades to get some decent money. I don't like that. I like it when it's just one trade goes my way, and we have days like that. Tomorrow might be one of those. We don't know. But it's all I'm saying. You can go short if we have signals at the opening in the 5 minute to say go short, the biggest moneymaker of the day today in the 5 minute was the short, the movement going down. I'll go back to it. The movement going down was the big move of the day right here against the dominant trend. I'm not saying that you shouldn't take that particular trade. What I'm saying is the dominant trend is up, and so when the dominant trend is up, you sure don't want to be overnight in the stock when the dominant trend is up and you're short. Okay, you don't want that for one thing, and if you're going to make a mistake, you want it to be to the side of the dominant trend. I feel way more comfortable trading with the trend than against it. If you're constantly trying to fight the trend, you're going to have a tough time making money. It's as simple as that. No matter how good you are, Grandpa thinks he's pretty good at trading, but Grandpa likes to buck the system. I want to get out there and think of reasons why I can short when the thing is going straight up in the air. You know, the dominant trend. Let the I've heard this several times from somebody way smarter than me. The trend is your friend. The trend is your friend. Think about that. The trend is your friend. The trend is your friend. And Grandpa's your friend. Oh, Grandpa's my friend. I'm going to ring a bell. So there, Grandpa rang a bell. So Grandpa's going to be back at about 9:15 tomorrow morning, and we're going to trade that 5-minute chart, and Grandpa monitors a bunch of the other ones, and we're going to have a great time, and we're going to make us some money tomorrow. And Tesla stock. That's what we're going to do. But Grandpa's not going to. I'm going to talk way more about the dominant trend from now on. You're going to know all about the dominant trend, and I'm going to watch very closely so I can tell you when the dominant trend is changing or potential to change. So you can prepare yourself. You might want to skip a day until you know, hey, we've got the dominant trend is switched now. Maybe you don't want to trade that interim part for a day. It's up to you. You got to make your own decisions. It depends on your money availability and your how cautious you want to be. Currently, the dominant trend is up. 2 days from now, it could be down in a big way. We just don't know. Okay, hey, think about eternity once in a while. And thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing to Grandpa. I enjoy that. It's all fun, you know. Think about eternity. Grandpa does. See you later. Bye-bye.